as we were discussing methods to determine the order of reaction. Number of different methods we said we will be discussing. Initial rate method we discussed, then another method we discussed, and now I'll be starting with the graphical method to determine order of reaction. Okay, so this graphical method we are going to discuss. First of all, here one more important thing we need to understand, that how we are going to use this method. First of all, we say some important points regarding this graphical method I will be writing here. First one, it can be used for unimolecular reaction only. That is a very important point you need to remember, that for a unimolecular reaction only we are going to use this particular method. Now what if a multimolecular reaction is given? For example, let's say if A plus B plus C or any other reaction is given, giving you product P. Now this reaction, here two molecules are involved, so how we can use graphical method for such kind of reaction? It is very simple. You remember that active mass thing when we discussed in chemical equilibrium? There we used to say that active mass for pure solid or pure liquid, or for pure substance, we can consider it as unity. Remember? Now similar thing we are going to use here, or similar concept we are going to use here. Here we say that if, I'll just write it here, if more than one species are involved, then make other species or molecule as pseudo molecule. Means their presence is required, but their concentration, it is not going to affect the rate of reaction, because the whole thing which we are doing, it is just to understand the effect of concentration, right? That's what we are trying to say here. So if I'll make that molecule as pseudo molecule, in the morning I told you that what is pseudo molecule and how it is not going to affect the rate of reaction by changing the concentration. So the question arises, how I can make a particular molecule as pseudo molecule? By taking its concentration as infinity, or simply by taking it in a huge amount. For example, or means making that reactant to be pure one only. For example, let's say hydrolysis of ester. If I take example CH3 CO C2 H5, let's say, if I take this one aqueous, if I take plus H2O, if I write it in as liquid, let's say I write it as ACOH plus CH3 or C2 H5OH, let's say. So here this will be taken as aqueous, here aqueous. Remember when we used to write equilibrium constant for this reaction or another reaction, if I take, let's say, CS3COH, sorry, CS3COOC2H5 liquid plus H2O liquid giving you ACOH liquid plus ETOH liquid, let's say. Here you see I have taken water in this reaction in limited amount, and here I have taken it in excess amount. When I used to write equilibrium constant for these reactions, for this particular reaction, I'll be writing equilibrium constant K or Kc. If I have to write, I'll write it as concentration of CS3COOH into C2H5OH divided by CH3COOC2H5, like this. But if I have to write Kc for this reaction, K for this reaction, I'll write it as CH3COOH C2H5OH divided by CH3COOC2H5 divided by H2. These two are, if you are unaware of these two example, please put one star mark on these two example. It is very important, because here you can see I have taken water as excess. Here they are present, see, water act as a medium here. Excess amount of water I have taken. Consider one drop of this ester I have placed in one bucket of water, or 10, 20, 30 liters of water. Means concentration of water is almost infinite in comparison to concentration of ester. So here I have considered it as pure liquid, while here I cannot do that. Here limited amount of water I have taken. So what I have done here, I have just made the concentration of water as infinite, so its active mass, it will become 1. Simple as that. The same thing I can do here. How I can make this reaction as unimolecular? Let's I can make this reaction unimolecular by making, let's say, B as excess, means by taking huge amount of B. So change in concentration of B, it won't affect the rate of reaction. Means that change, it will be negligible. That change in concentration of B, it will be negligible. So we can say that this rate of reaction, it will only depend upon change in concentration of A. Is that clear? That is the way by which I can make concentration of a particular reactant to be negligible, or sorry, not negligible, by finding out, or by just changing a particular molecule as pseudomolecule. That's how we can do that. Okay, so now by converting such kind of process as unimolecular, now I can use graphical method. Okay, so here now I'll start with a unimolecular reaction. So this reaction I could even write it as A giving you product, unimolecular reaction, let's say, I have taken, or for a single species I can say, because right now I don't know whether it is elementary or not. I'm just considering it to be elementary reaction. Okay, so now if I start with this reaction, let's take this reaction here. If I write A giving you product, for this reaction I can write rate law as R will be written as K concentration of A to the power X. That's what I can write. Rate law for this reaction I'll be writing in this manner. Now I can define concentration of A. Let's say I make this graph for different time. Concentration of A, value of rate, let's say I make in this manner. Let's say here I fill it T0, T10, T20, T30, T40. In this manner I'll just write concentration of A0, A10, A20, A30, A40, like that, R0, R1, R2, R3, R4. Let's say I write in this manner. Okay, now what we are going to do here, see, as I am writing rate law as R is equals to K A to the power X. Now I don't know whether this order of reaction is whether it is zero order, first order, second order, or half, or one by, we don't know basically, right? So what I will do, I'll try to plot this R versus A curve. Now we will understand why I'm plotting R versus A curve here. First let's start to plot this one. Let's say here I plot R versus concentration of A. You will understand in very short interval of time. Let's say I just make it again. Let's say R versus concentration of A. I plot these values, given values, these values on this curve. Okay. Now number of different possibilities are there, that let's say it comes out to be a straight line or some curve. Different cases we are going to obtain. Okay, so let's say first case 1, if I obtain case 1, if I obtain a curve like this, let's say this is case 1 I am writing. Okay, now this case, see, on y-axis we have written R, on x-axis we have written A. Let's say I take this as case 1. Here I write case 1. It is coming out to be a straight line parallel to x-axis, correct? So we know equation of a straight line which is parallel to x-axis. We can write y is equals to some constant c, because slope of the line that is coming out to be 0. This is a general equation. Let's say right here general equation. Sorry, this is general equation of such kind of straight line, that we can say. That is correct. So on y-axis what we have taken? On y-axis we have taken R. R will be coming out to be constant. R is equals to constant, correct? If R is coming out to be constant, let's equate this equation with this one, that we can equate. So if I equate it with that one, it will be coming out to be R is equals to K A to the power X, correct? So that must be coming out to be 1. When it will be coming out to be 1? Or y is equals to mx plus c, if I am writing, let's say, plus k. or rate constant, or whatever you, if you want to write, or even if you don't want to write, that is fine. So r rate is coming out to be constant, which means rate, it is not depending, sorry, it is not depending on any of the concentration that we can say. So what we understand from this part, we understand that this y value, it is not depending upon the value of x, or simply y is equals to constant. So straight away I can write it will be an equation of r is equals to k, sorry, a to the power x plus some constant c is equals to c. Directly I can write c. Is that correct? Or even if you don't want to write that, that is fine. So that is coming out to be constant, let's say, means rate is independent. Directly I will write here, rate is independent of concentration. Rate is independent of concentration, which means a to the power x is coming out to be 1. Is that correct or not? So this implies r will be equals to k. This intercept on y axis, that will coming out to be k, and also x comes out to be 0. This is the only case when a to the power x will be 0. Either a is equals to 1, that is not the case, a is changing, or x is equals to 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 1 only, correct? So x will automatically come out to be 0. So case 1, in case 1 this order of reaction, that is coming out to be 0, x is 0, or n, directly overall order of reaction, that is x only or n only, that is coming out to be 0. Any doubt, any confusion in case 1? Case 1 is clear to everyone? Just let me know. Any doubt, just raise your hand and go through this case 1 quickly, so that I can discuss case 2. Case 1 is clear to everyone? Okay. So now, if case 1 means if we obtain such kind of curve, if we are obtaining such kind of curve, then order of reaction, that will be coming out to be 0. Now next case, case 2. Again, if I obtain a straight line, let's say I obtain a straight line in this manner. Case 2, passing through origin. You will understand why it is passing through origin, right? Rate will be automatically 0 when concentration will be 0. Yes or no? So it has to pass through origin. Is that clear? Any confusion, any doubt? Clear? So case 2 I am going to take. Just try to remember this curve. Okay, I'll be changing the page. So here I write case 2, or let's say I write case 2. So in case 2, just look at the curve. Again, it is an equation of straight line, correct? So what kind of straight line? Again I am writing y is equals to mx plus c is equals to 0. So I can write equation of that straight line as y is equals to mx. Now on y axis what we are having? R, on and slope, let's say m. On x axis what we are having? A. Is that correct or not? Correct only. So also rate law we have already defined. Rate law has been defined as r is equals to k a to the power x. Both are giving you the rate, correct? So if both are giving you the rate, then I can compare both of them. So I can compare m into a That's why on x-axis I have taken concentration, okay, so that we can compare rate with the concentration. That I can write as K A to the power x. This implies slope of the line, that will give you rate constant. I can write here whatever this theta we are writing, tan theta, that will give you slope. I can write tan theta, that will be slope of the line, or simply that will be equals to the rate constant in case 2, right? So simply you can write here tan theta will be equals to rate constant. Rate constant we have figured out. Now after finding out rate constant, I have to also find the order of reactions. Second thing, here we are writing MA, that is equals to K A to the power x. So I can write A will be equals to A to the power x, or here A I can write as A to the power 1, that is equals to A to the power x. This implies x will be coming out to be 1. Is that correct or not? So it will be the case of, so order of reaction with respect to A is equals to 1. So it is first order kinetics with respect to A. Any confusion, any doubt? Yes, Sahil Bhardwaj.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, yes.
सर यहाँ पे आप लिए ना सर, कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ ए इक्वल्स टू कंसंट्रेशन m इनटू कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ ए इक्वल्स टू k इनटू कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ ए पावर
A
x.
to the power x, yes.
सर जरूरी नहीं है ना सर कि m इक्वल्स टू a ही हो. अगर मान के चलिए कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ ए अपन को 2 मोलर आ रहा है सर, तो मोलरिटी के टर्म्स में, और यहाँ पे है 1, तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड हो जाता है, और k इंटू ए पावर x का वैल्यू सर 1/2 है, और a का वैल्यू 2 है, x का वैल्यू भी 2 है, तो यहाँ पे भी राइट हैंड साइड.
Beta, what we are doing here is, see, this graph we are obtaining from this data itself. This graph we are obtaining from this data. It is not even possible the case which you are saying, because from this data we are obtaining the graph, and with the help of graph we are saying if we obtain such kind of straight line. If whatever the case you are saying, in that case order of reaction, it is not necessary that it will be 1. Then another type of curve will be we are going to obtain like this, or like this, or like this. Different curve will be there, no, in that case. Yes or no?
सर m इनटू कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ a के लिए सर, अगर इक्वेट भी करते हैं ना सर k इनटू कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ a पावर x, तो भी सर k का वैल्यू जरूरी नहीं है ना सर कि k के बराबर ही हो.
एग्जैक्टली उतना ही आएगा.
x का वैल्यू भी जरूरी नहीं है सर 1 बराबर.
तो that's what we are saying, no beta, that it is not necessary that x will be coming out to be 1 in that case, but if it is coming out to be straight line, in that case of course it will happen. Here we are not saying that it has to be such kind of curve only. Here we are saying if it is there, then it will happen. What you are saying is, beta जो आप बोल रहे हो ना, that is like if it is not going to happen, then sir it is also not going to happen. मैं थोड़ा सा उल्टा बोल रहा हूँ. हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, समझो उस चीज़ को. हम ये बोल रहे हैं कि हमने ये कुछ वैल्यूज़ ली. पहली चीज़, ओके, concentration of A, we have these concentration at these intervals of time, so some these kind of rates we have obtained. So with respect to these values, we have plotted these values on R versus A curve. So there are possibilities of obtaining different curves. Either this is first of possibility, this is second possibility, third possibility, fourth possibility. These different possibilities are there. If we are obtaining such kind of cases, so now for each possibility we are trying to find out that what could be the possible outcome can be there. That's how we are moving. Still, if you have any confusion, we can talk about it after the class. Let me just finish these cases, so that after that we can discuss. I'm pretty sure whatever your doubt is there, that will be cleared once case 3 I will discuss, because case 3 is same, whatever you are saying, that will be discussed in case 3. Okay, just let me finish this case 2, and then I'll move on towards case 3. Okay, so if it happens, then I will say that order of reaction, it will be coming out to be 1 if we are obtaining such kind of curve, and then in that case rate constant we can find out in this manner, and order of reaction we can find out in this manner. Now if I take case 4, now I'll be taking case 4, basically that will be case 3 sub case 1. In case 3 also different sub cases will be there. Let's say I'll just write it as case 3. Let's say here case 3. So in case 2 we are confirmed that order of reaction, that will be 1 only. Now case 3, let's say I obtain such kind of curve. In case 3, if I obtain such kind of curve, so for that I'll write here case 3. Again we know that r is equals to k a to the power x. Now for such kind of curve, I have to explain some mathematical expression also to you guys, which is let's say y, here x. You remember equation of parabola, I write in this manner, this, let's say this is x square, this is x cube, or I'll just write here, let's say first one, y is equals to x square. Second one, let's say here, let's say this is second one, y is equals to x cube. These curves they will be like this manner only. Any confusion or any doubt? Any curve you take, any curve you choose. Let's say if I generalize this expression, let's say I write here y is equals to a x to the power b. That will be general equation of these curves if they are passing through origin. If they are not passing through origin, let's say here I write c. This is one of the general equation of such kind of curve, which are increasing function in first quadrant. In mathematics you will understand when conic section will be done. So I can write equation of these curve in this manner, and here one boundary condition I will apply if b is greater than 1. I'm not saying b is equals to 1. This is inequality, not an equality. Okay, if b is equals to 1, then one straight line I'm going to obtain in this manner, either this. If b is equals to 1, then such kind of curves we are going to obtain. Otherwise if b is greater than 1, then either you write in this manner, or if they are passing through origin, I can simply write a x to the power b, where b is greater than 1. Any confusion, any doubt in this particular part, just let me know. Can I write in this manner for such kind of increasing curves? Even if it is x square, if it is x square, then it will come in this manner. Even if it is x cube, it will come in this manner, but we have to just focus on this origin part for time being. Correct? So here for case 3, what kind of curve we are obtaining? A curve y is equals to a x to the power b or not? Correct? So now I take this case 3 once again. So I can write y, if it is equals to a x to the power b. Now on y axis, what I have taken, r is equals to a, x axis a to the power b. Let's compare it with this order, let's compare it with this rate law. So if I compare it, I'll be obtaining a to the power b, that is equals to k a to the power x. where this is not x of x-axis, okay. This one, this is order of reaction, or x you can take or n you take, no problem. So for this equation, what we have said, b is greater than 1, this is greater than 1, which means x, that is also greater than 1, which means I can write b is greater than 1, or x, or order of reaction, that will be greater than 1. So in case 3, what I can write, x will be greater than 1, means I can write for case 3, order is greater than 1. We are just saying order is greater than 1. We are not saying any particular value. It could be 1.1, 1.01, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, 1.8. It can be 2, 2.5. It can be 3, 3.5, like that. Any value it can be, but it will be greater than 1. Neither it will be 1 nor it will be less than 1. Any confusion, any doubt? We are just saying it is greater than 1. We are not predicting any value for time being. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt, any confusion, you just ask. So case 3 is clear, where we are going to obtain order of reaction greater than 1. Here, let's say I take case 4. Case 4, let's say I take in this manner. This is case 4. For case 3, we are saying x will be greater than 1. Case 4, if I take, this is like, again, here, if I write a curve in this manner, again, simple mathematics, root x, cube root of, root x, cube root of x, these all curve, they will be in this manner or not? Isn't that right? Here y, here x. I can write here y is equals to root x, or y is equals to cube root of x, like that. Is that correct or not? Or simple expression, I can write y is equals to a x to the power b, where b is less than 1. Can I write in this manner? Any confusion, any doubt to anyone? So case 3 now I can take. Let's say I write case 4. Case 4, y is equals to a x to the power b, where b is less than 1. If I compare it with rate law was what? R a to the power b, and rate law was given as k a to the power x, where we are writing b is less than 1, which means x will also be less than 1. Is that clear? So what we can say for this case 4? Case 4, we can say the order of reaction is less than 1. We are just saying it will be less than 1. We are not saying any particular value. It can be 0.5, it can be 0.8, it can be 0.75, any value. Is that clear? So out of these 4 cases, up to here I suppose there is no problem. So here, out of these 4 cases, only 2 cases are there where we obtain exact value. Either order of reaction will be 0 or it will be 1. In 2 other cases, we are getting either order greater than 1 or less than 1. We are not getting any particular value. So in case 3 and case 4, what we should do? So Sahil Bhardwaj, now let's talk about your doubt. Now, is there any confusion? Have you got my point? Sahil Bhardwaj, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now you understood what I was saying that time? These are cases.
Yes, sir.
We are just
So,
floating.
yeah.
Correct? Oh,
Yes, sir.
तो आवाज़ बहुत कटती है बेटा तेरी। तू लिख दिया कर मेरे को, इतनी देर में टाइप हो जाता है ना, मोबाइल पे ही तो है तू। अंडरस्टूड, सो कैन वी मूव ऑन? ओके, तू लिखता रहे, मैं तब तक थोड़ा और ले लेता हूँ बाकी बच्चों से भी सजेशन, ठीक है? सो हियर गाइज, नाउ इन केस 3 एंड केस 4, if we obtain case 3 or case 4, in that case what we should do? There we are just getting an idea that order is either greater than 1 or less than 1. There we are not getting any exact value. In that case, what we should do? So in that case, we are saying understood, very good. So in that case, now we will choose one of those cases, case 3 or case 4. Just let me know whether I should take case 3 or case 4, so that the other one you will be doing by yourself. I'll be explaining one of these cases, case 3 or case 4. जल्दी बोलो. Case 4 ले लो. Okay. So in case 4 we are saying order is less than 1. So here now I'll extend this table. Here R versus A we have taken so far, correct? So either we are saying that order, if it is less than 1, it can be, now I'll be assuming. So if it is less than 1, let's assume it is let's say 0.5. You can assume 0.8 also, it's your wish, completely your wish. But when I mean, when you will be in college, when you will be learning programming, how many of you had computer science as subject in 11, or how many of you want to be a software engineer? Anyone who wants to be software engineer? No one. Very good. Sahil Bardwaj, you want to be software engineer. There, Linga, very good. So there, okay, nice. So there you will learn one particular program, one particular type of question will be there. Let's say there are 50 floors, 50 floors are there, and there is one egg. Okay, that egg you have to drop. You have to find out that if you drop that egg from a particular floor, it should not break. So how you are going to check number of eggs are there? You have to find out in minimum attempts that that egg, it should not break. So what you will do, you will start with 50th floor. That from that 50th floor you will drop that egg, and you will see that whether it break or not. Then what you will do, you will just drop to 25th floor. Like that you are going to do number of attempts, right? So this process, it is called as iteration. Okay, so you are going to make program for that kind of process. So here I'll explain how it is done in a simple way. Okay, I'll use that concept of that particular program in order to understand, in order to find out how we are going to find out the order of this reaction. So what I have assumed, iteration 1, let's say I write here iteration 1, first iteration for case 3. Case 3 I am taking, sorry, case 4 you said, my mistake. For case 4 where x is less than 1, iteration 1, I have assumed, let's assume x is equals to 0.5. I have assumed that let's say order of reaction is 1 by 2. I have assumed, again I am telling you, okay, it's not any fact, or there is no rocket science behind it. So if I have assumed x is order is equals to 1 by 2, here what I will do, I'll just extend this table, and here I'll make another column, a to the power 1 by 2. A to the power 1 by 2, let's say a0 to the power 1 by 2, a10 to the power 1 by 2, a20 raised to power 1 by 2, A30 like that. Okay, I'll complete this table. Any confusion, any doubt? Is that clear? So let's make this one column, and now what I will be doing, I'll just make one more curve here. Case 4 I have taken. Case 4 again, number of sub cases will be there, so I'll just for case 4 I'll just write here case 4 iteration 1, first iteration, sub case 1. Case 4 iteration first, sub case 1. Iteration first means here I have assumed x to be 0.5. okay, so let's make one curve for this one. Let's say r versus a to the power 1 by 2. I suppose now you have understood why I am taking a and a by 2. Even if you haven't understood, you'll get this idea in this subcase 1. So subcase 1, I'm let's say getting for this r versus a by 2, let's say I get this kind of straight line passing through origin. Let's say subcase 1. Okay, if I get subcase 1, then what I am going to write, y is equals to mx. Again, I am not going to get an horizontal line in that case. That will be your homework. You have to find out why. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in next class why I'll not get a horizontal line. I'm just giving you this idea. Okay, so now subcase 1, y is equals to mx. Now on y-axis what we are having, r will be equals to m. On x-axis what I have taken, a to the power 1 by 2 I have taken. Any confusion, any doubt? Now rate law, according to rate law, r will be equals to, both are rates only, r must be equals to a to the power x, yes or no? This implies if I obtain this kind of straight line, then I will say x will be equals to 1 by 2. Is that correct or not? Which means I can say easily, I can say order of reaction is 1 by 2 or simply 0.5. That case we have taken. Yes, it is proving it to be correct. Means case 4 was what? Case 4 was saying that order of reaction is less than 1, and we are getting it to be less than 1. Case 4 subcase 2. Subcase 2 I'll take. Now let's say I take subcase.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, in this last graph, we assumed already x is equal to 0.5. No,
yes,
sir?
and
then
we have
got
just
the same
plotted.
from the graph.
Again, number of cases will be there. Again, for case 4, subcase 1 I have taken. That I have assumed that order maybe it is 1 by 2. And if I obtain this kind of straight line, which proves that I am correct. Correct?
Then how did you get the straight line, sir?
We are going to obtain this straight line if we are going to obtain. That's why I am writing subcase 1 only. No, I am not saying that we are going to obtain only straight line. Case there will be another case that if we don't get this straight line, then what happens? Okay, so that I am trying to discuss here. So subcase 2, if I obtain this kind of curve. So for subcase 1 I can write x is equals to 1 by 2. Subcase 2, if I obtain such kind of curve, in that case what we are going to do? So in subcase 2 we can write y is equals to a x to the power b. Is that correct or not? And b is greater than 1. On y-axis what we have taken? On y-axis we have taken r, that will be a. X-axis we have taken a by 2 raised to power b, sorry, yes, and we can say b is greater than 1. And what is rate law? Rate law say that k a to the power x. Is that correct or not? Any confusion, any doubt?
Sir, what is the a power 1 by 2?
A to the power 1 by 2 is we have plotted on x-axis. Is that correct? So order of reaction, I can say x will be greater than 1 by 2. Any confusion or any doubt? So in sub case 2, this was sub case 2, we can say, we can confirm that order of reaction will be greater than 1 by 2, and case 4 itself says that the order is less than 1. So what we have proved here, if we obtain such kind of curve sub case 2, then we say that it is greater than 1 by 2 but less than 1, which we have already proved. This sub case, why we are taking? Because first time when we plot R versus A curve, we obtained that order of reaction is less than 1, and when we plot this R versus A to the power 1 by 2, there if we obtain such kind of curve sub case 2, then we can say that order is greater than 1 by 2, and we already know that it is less than 1. So now again we have to do one more iteration, correct? Here sub case 3 we can obtain. Sub case 3 means if I obtain such kind of curve, let's say this kind of curve, if I obtain sub case 3, for sub case 2 I can say x is greater than 1 by 2 but less than 1. I'm not using any equality sign, I'm just using inequality. X is greater than 1 by 2 but less than 1 in sub case 2. In sub case 3, now for sub case 3 again y is equals to again a x to the power b, where b is less than 1. So if I compare it, r is equals to a by 2 raised to power b, where b is less than 1. If I compare it with r is equals to k a to the power x. If I compare both of them, which means what I can say, x is less than 1 by 2. So if I get sub case 3, means next possibility, that we come to know that x is less than 1 by 2, means we already knew that order of reaction is less than 1. Now sub case 3 confirms that order of reaction will be further less than 1 by 2. Any confusion, any doubt? Now again in sub case 2 and sub case 3, further more cases will happen. Now you can choose any of these two cases. Let's say I choose sub case 2, means if I obtain sub case 2 in like this, if I obtain sub case 2, in that case order it is in between 1 and 2. So if I am getting sub case 2, now I'll make different iteration. Next iteration will be what? Here we are getting it is greater than 1 but less than it is greater than 1 by 2 but less than 1. Let's assume for this case, let's say I assume x is equals to 0.75. Again 3 possibilities will be there. Either a straight line passing through origin, y is equals to mx. So in that case I'll clearly I can say that order of reaction it will be coming out to be 0.75. But again if an increasing curve I obtain, then I'll say order is greater than 0.75. Already we say that it is less than 1. Correct or not? Again, if I obtain that kind of curve, then further more iteration will be required. But generally in exam, see, this kind of questions or these kind of methods, they used to be asked when IIT paper used to be subjective. Now they won't ask, but you should know how to read the graph. Means if such kind of cases are plotted in front of you, you should be able to recognize that order will be equals to 1 or greater than 1 or less than 1 or like that. Is that clear for R versus A type of curve or A to the power x type of curve? Clear? Any confusion, any doubt? Similarly, if I obtain sub case 3, then next iteration will be what? I'll assume that order is less than 1. So R versus A to the power 1 by 4 if I plot. Again, y is equals to mx type of curve comes, then I can say order of reaction will be 0.25. Again, if either of these two different type of sub cases come, then we can assume that order will be greater than 1 by 4 and less than 1 by 2. In between it will be like that. So this is the idea of graphical method. Now if some question is being asked, like case 3 you can do by yourself, in sub case or in case 4 sub case 2, that also you can proceed by taking x to be 0.75 or x to be 0.8, like that you can do. Any confusion, any doubt, just let me know.
Sir, how did you get the value x is equal to 0.75, sir?
Again, iteration is what I am assuming. Here what result we are getting order will be greater than 1 by 2 but less than 1. So between 1 and half between half and 1, what values I can take? I can take 0.6, I can take 0.7, I can take 0.8, 0.9, any value you choose, beta. I am choosing it to be 0.75. So again I'll do the iteration. Again, if I get that straight line, it will be confirmed that it will be, yes, order will be 0.75. But again, if an increasing curve comes, which mean order will be in between 0.75 and 1. So next case I will take either order to be 0.8. I'll assume that. So R versus A to the power 0.8 curve I will make. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
So actually, what are we doing, sir, by taking x is equal to 0.75 and then making a graph?
Let's do that. Okay. So next iteration, let's say I do iteration 2. In sub case 2, if I obtain next here, let's say I obtain case 4 sub case 2 if it is there. So I'm now I'll discuss. See, case 4 we have got initially. Case 4 also I made 3 sub cases. Out of those 3 sub cases, let's say I get sub case 2, means if I obtain this type of curve, if I plot R versus A by 2 and if I get this curve, then what I have to do, what I will do here, I'll make I'll assume that x to be 0.75. so here I'll make one more column, A to the power 3 by 4. So A naught to the power 3 by 4, like that I'll make this table. Now again I'll be plotting case 4 sub case 2 sub case 1. This R versus A to the power 3 by 4. Now let's say sub case 1, if I obtain like this SSC 1, in that case what I will say, y is equals to mx. Again on y axis what I have taken, R is equals to m. On x axis what I have taken, A to the power 3 by 4. Is that correct or not? That is equals to k A to the power x, which is the rate law, which gives me x is equals to 3 by 4. Confirmed. Means order of reaction will be 3 by 4. Here let's say I take sub case 2. Let's say again if I obtain such kind of curve, which means again y is equals to x A to the power b, where b is greater than 1. So if I compare it with so here I write R is r is equals to sorry here y is equals to a x to the power b. So here r is equals to a, x axis we have taken a to the power 3 by 4 to the power b. If I compare it with k a to the power x, that gives me idea that x will be greater than 3 by 4 because b is greater than 1. Is that clear? So in that case again I will say order will be greater than 3 by 4, but already case 4 says that order is less than 1, so order will be lying in between 0.75 and 1. Subcase subcase 3, if I get subcase 3, in that case again what we are going to say again, y is equals to a x to the power b, where b is less than 1, which means if I compare it with the rate law, I'll obtain x is less than 3 by 4, and already we have defined in last case that it is greater than 1 by 2. So next value I'll choose between 0.5 and 0.75, let's say 0.6 you assume, like that. But these many subcases will not come, don't worry. In second hardly 2 iterations will be required. In second or third iteration you will get the final value. Okay, means you'll get this kind of straight line, don't worry. Is it clear now? Any doubt, any confusion?